Good morning. It is Monday, August 26th. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, we'll take a look at what's happening around the world and out of this world, but first, your local weather and this news. The United Auto Workers Union rallied outside the Stellantis Sterling Heights assembly plant over the weekend as they say it's a message and a warning that they are ready to strike. The UAW says the automaker is not keeping its promises to reopen a factory in Belvidere, Illinois, as Stellantis has delayed that action due to market conditions. The Keep the Promise rally was held on Friday. UAW President Shawn Fain also addressed the strike threat in his speech last week at the Democratic National Convention. The 2024 presidential race will shift into high gear this week. Both candidates are set to hit the campaign trail, with Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate Tim Walz kicking off a bus tour in the battleground state of Georgia on Wednesday. Former President Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance will hold several events in swing states this week. On Monday, today, Trump will speak at the National Guard Association conference in Detroit. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign stop in Big Rapids on Tuesday. 3 former Northland Mall security guards have been found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the 2014 death of 25-year-old Mackenzie Cochran in Southfield. Another guard died in 2017 before the trial, and a 5th, Lucius Hamilton, pled guilty on August 16th. John Cyberling, Gavin King, and Aaron Murray were charged as they reportedly held Cochran down and pepper sprayed him after a jewelry store employee said he was acting suspicious. His death was ruled an accident, and charges were not filed against the guards until 2021. A public discussion will be held tomorrow by the Wayne County Commission over hazardous and radioactive waste being brought to a Van Buren Township landfill. Chair Alicia Bell says transferring nuclear waste poses a serious threat to residents in the area and throughout our country, and we want to make sure their voices are heard. County, state, and even federal officials were shocked last week to learn that the landfill would start receiving trucks carrying nuclear waste from the development of the atomic bomb in the 1940s. The county commission is looking to get sufficient information to get hazardous waste dumped somewhere else. And the Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association is warning 1 in 5 restaurants could close due to the Michigan Supreme Court eliminating the tip credit for servers and bartenders and paying them a minimum wage. They met with lawmakers in Grand Rapids asking them to try and prevent the change from taking effect in February. The state Supreme Court ruled this summer that the then Republican-controlled legislature violated the law by adopting and amending a ballot proposal to raise the minimum wage and eliminate the tip credit. The GOP modified the proposal to keep the tip credit in place and lower the minimum wage hikes. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. Now this.
Dr. Ray Guarendi.
I was raised in an Italian Catholic home. We went to church. That's what you did. And now that I'm older, I can't thank my parents enough for allowing me to know about our Lord, because ultimately the base that they gave me kept pulling me back to the Catholic Church, even though I wandered as a young adult.
We've got some patchy fog this morning during our commute, but that should burn off by around 9 a.m. In Detroit, we're starting off the week warm. We'll have mostly sunny skies and a high near 90 today. Tonight will be partly cloudy with lows around 74. Tuesday, we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Our high will be near 92. Wednesday, we may see some showers with highs around 90, and Thursday cools off with partly sunny skies and temperatures in the lower 80s. In Saginaw, we're starting off the week warm. We'll have mostly sunny skies and a high around 91 today. Tonight will be partly cloudy with lows around 72. Tuesday, we'll see some scattered showers and highs will be around 92. Wednesday, we may see some showers as well with highs in the mid-80s. And Thursday will be partly sunny with temperatures in the lower 80s. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. Let's take a look at what else is happening around the world. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance says he believes that former President Trump would veto a federal abortion ban if he's elected in November. In an interview with NBC's Meet the Press, Vance says Trump has been very clear that he wants to leave the abortion question up to the states in order to focus on bigger issues.
Donald Trump wants to end this culture war over this particular topic. If California wants to have a different abortion policy from Ohio, then Ohio has to respect California and California has to respect Ohio.
This comes after comments from congressional Republicans who have indicated they would continue to push for a federal ban even if former President Trump were elected. J.D. Vance is a practicing Catholic, and his public opposition to an abortion ban could reignite discussion on Eucharistic coherence. The White House says President Biden is closely monitoring developments after Israel and Hezbollah traded military strikes over the weekend. A National Security Council spokesman says the U.S. continues to support Israel's right to defend itself. The weekend strikes appear to be the heaviest exchange of fighting between Israel and Hezbollah in months. And NASA managers will play it safe and wait until February to bring home a pair of astronauts stranded on the International Space Station. NASA's Ken Bowersock says the mission team was unanimous in deciding to wait to bring the crew home.
For me, one of the really important factors is that we just don't know how much we can use the thrusters on the way back home before we encounter a problem.
NASA says that they will attempt to undock the Boeing-built Starliner capsule from the space station and fly it uncrewed for a landing in New Mexico. It has dealt with helium leaks and thruster issues since June. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams will come home on a SpaceX capsule that will now launch with a smaller crew later next month. St. Thomas Aquinas says every spiritual shepherd must endure the loss of his bodily life for the salvation of the flock, since the spiritual good of the flock is more important than the bodily life of the shepherd when danger threatens the salvation of the flock. I'm Matthew Handley. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on a Monday. Lord willing, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.